What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Pokemon alphabet team. Okay, so this team was a combination of two people's ideas. So a long time ago, I had a comment stating, they want an alphabet team running through all the Pokemon, and I had a comment the other day, or yesterday, having the Pokemon with all moves starting, an A Pokemon with all moves starting with A. So I merged these two ideas and put them together in a team. I really want your feedback on this one, people. Do you want this to be another ongoing series on my channel? Let me know in the comment section. Any theme teams are always welcome too, people. If you enjoy this series, give that like button a little bit of love. So obviously, with this team, I didn't actually get the idea of having all the moves with the same letter as the Pokemon until today. I will definitely be doing that in the future as I go through the teams. Okay, so we have a Blissey lead here, and I've got a Curse White Herb Aerodactyl. Now, I've got the attack boost and the defense boost there, just for a little bit of extra on it, and since it makes me a little bit more bulky if it's prone to any priority physical moves. Okay, so this just has Aerial Ace and Stone Edge and Ice Fang there, max attack and max speed there, Jolly Nature. This is a Protect Last Resort Blissey, which was pretty fun. Okay, if you do want to battle with people, that is in the description too on my chat. This was a battle against Tio. Now, also, would you guys like me to continue to do, go down the list of the Pokemon? So these were the first, A Pokemon going in alphabetic order. Would you guys like me to do the ones continuing after that too? Or would you like me to go to B? I also want to know about that one, so I should do the next 6 and then keep doing, like an A team number 2, then an A team number 3. And when I get to the next letter, I do that kind of thing. Let me know. Okay, anyway, so there's Deb Streaker coming here using the Me First. Unfortunately, it actually fails there, and my Ice Fang misses. What the hell? Then it's going to outspeed me due to the Me First giving it a speed buff there, and I'm going to go down to the Wild Charge, so my Aerodactyl was a tiny little bit salty there. I thought Stone Edge would miss, so I just went for the Ice Fang to get some nice damage there. Okay, so I have Aggie Slash here. Now, I wanted to use Aggie Slash so much. I love using this. I come up with a pretty fun set here. It's so redundant, but it's quite fun to use. So we have Machamp coming here, going for the Power Trick. Now, I wanted to see the Blade form be bulky, right? Like, how you go into an attacking Blade form? I wanted that to be really, really bulky. So I did that swaps the attack and defense. Now, the Blade form is actually really, really bulky now, and its attack is like absolute garbage. So I just wanted to see if it could actually tank any moves. Machamp's going to go for a Fire Blast. I live the Fire Blast, baby! Woo! And I'm going to go down to the next attack there if Ironhead wasn't able to actually flinch. And unfortunately for me, it wasn't, and Machamp's going to take me out with the Hidden Power, whatever it was there. But I was able to tank a Fire Blast from a Machamp in the Blade form, so I was like so happy with that one. That was just my pure goal there, to live super effective hits there and just play around with it. Okay, so bringing in a Selgahurt. This is also a Me First Final Gambit set there with U-Turn as well, and I've also got Leech Life on this. Okay, so firing back the Fire Blast at the Machamp there, taking it out. Right, on the Aggie Slash there, you saw I had Ironhead, I also had Shadow Sneak, and I also had Sacred Sword on that one too. Alright, so going for the final Gambit on the Magmortar coming in there. That's quite strong against my team, so I just want to get rid of that ASAP there. I was happy to sacrifice my Aselgar. Max health, max speed there on that one. And I already said what my other moves were. Okay, so we have Abra here all the way from Gen 1. So we have an Absol here, so not the greatest matchup here. So swapping out that, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a physical set or a special set. So I'm swapping in my Absol too, because I wanted to see which Absol would be absolutely amazing. Alright, so he's going to set up a Carmine there. I'm also running Carmine on my set, which was quite funny. So this is a special Absol here. Now on this one, it gets Dark Pulse on this. I've also got Razor Wind with the Power Herb, trying getting that scummy crit chance there with the Super Luck. Okay, so it's actually a speed tie at the moment. I'm also going for the Carmine there too. So I had my fingers crossed and I wouldn't get unlucky, so I was able to get the Razor Wind off here with the Power Herb, whipping up that wind right away there, and obviously the Power Herb making it go in one turn here. I really wanted to get a crit. It wasn't a 100% chance, but it was very, very close. And I get the crit, but it wasn't enough to take out the Absol there. And unfortunately, but it was actually fun to get that one off. So going down to the T-Bolt there. Now I've got my Abra here, which has Dazzling Gleam. It also has from Gen 1, it's got Counter. So I thought a Counter would be nice on Abra there. and just 3 special attacking moves. So you could put Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, anything you really like on it, and Shadow Ball just for some coverage. Mainly I wanted to get some counter kills. Alright, so Absol's going to go down, and that is cool. So we have the Zebstreaker here, and we have one more Pokemon. Okay, so this Zebstreaker seemed to be physical. It's going to go for Pursuit there, which is a good play, because normally Abra, I could have swapped out my Abra there. However, I did have the Focus Sash and the counter, which is going to be enough to take it out. Also comes across as Dreamworld, as Magic Guard, which is very, very handy, of course, with the Sash and preserving it to stuff like Stealth Rocks, anything like that. Alright, so Zebstreaker's down. The last Pokemon is Santa Burb. There's nothing I can do to this thing apart going for a Psychic. I knew that it would have Ice Shard there. I was kind of hoping that it would miss. It was a Hustle variant, and it's going to land on my Abra, so that is down. The last Pokemon I've got is Abomasnow in the alphabetical order. This was, I couldn't actually really do too much of this, and I was worried about Aerial Ace as well. So I've got the Snow Warning. This is a block set with Leech Seed, Giga Drain, just blocking them in. And it also has Grass Whistle here. Unfortunately for me, Drill Peck is going to land, I'm guessing, with the Hustle set, doing so much damage to me. I actually was running max health and max defense on this. That was like the only reason I actually lived. Grass Whistle misses. I'm like, damn, I need a Hustle miss on this one. If I can get a Hustle miss and get the Grass Whistle off, then I could go for a Leech Seed, set up the Giga Drain and start doing some stuff. However, the Santa Burb is going to be able to take me out with the Drill Peck, and that is game. I hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. Let's get to the second one. Look at that salt raining from the sky there. All right, so using the same team, obviously, and I actually got to show off a little bit more of my other Pokemon on this one. I got to show off most of them then. I was quite happy. All right, so we have a Marowak Alolan, which is very strong against this team, and I had Abra. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be a physical set, just go for Shadow Bone on me. I thought that could be a possibility, but I wanted to swap out here in case it wasn't. It was quite difficult there. I really had to make use of that, and obviously counter wouldn't work on the ghost types anyway. All right, so we have Abomasnow coming in here. I thought the last prediction there would be, for me to swap in an Ice type to a Fire type. However, they're going to go for the Flame Charge there, just going for that. I didn't have anything to swap into this anyway. It was, it was very strong against my team, as I said. Okay, I was thinking at the start for going for a Shadow Ball against that too, but I didn't, as I said, I didn't really want to burn up my counter that quickly. All right, so a really, really bad matchup here. They're going to actually withdraw there, which was interesting, and they're going to swap in their Magneton. Now, I believe I went for the I went for the Giga Drain here, and then the Grass Whistle. So I just thought to go for Giga Drain to get some damage on it, swap something else in, and try and take the Marowak out, but they actually swapped out. Maybe they expected me to swap into something else, not sure. Anyway, so Magneton is here, so I thought, well, I might be able to make use of my Grass Whistle and try and land. It's such a poor accuracy move, but I wanted to use it. Now, obviously, in the next team, I'm going to try and make, so all the Pokemon are with A, beginning with A, right? So I want to make their moves all beginning with A too. Within reason too, because obviously I've got to make the sets, I'm trying to have to make the sets reasonably competitive and, well, probably not competitive, like more just reasonably viable. So I've got a viable strategy there. So I'm going to look at that down the track, but I just want to merge both of these ideas because I thought they were really cool. And it didn't really make sense to do like one video on the other and one on the other because they're quite similar in ways. Okay, anyway, so we have Absol coming in here. I thought I could get a couple of Carmines off and maybe take this thing out with the Dark Pulse. Also, on this set, I had Dark Pulse, I had Carmine. It gets Future Sight as well, which I thought was hilarious on that one. And also had the Razor Wind there, so that was my full set. Max Speed, Max Special Attack there with the Timid Nature, because Carmine was already buffing my special attack. Okay, so that's going to stay asleep there. And I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here, boosting my humongous special attack up. Okay, so this is quite funny. The Magneton actually wakes up. Unfortunately, it's going to get there for the Sleep Talk there. That's the problem. When someone puts you asleep right and you go for Sleep Talk, it doesn't, normally using Rest Sleep Talk and you wake up after 2 turns. Sometimes you can wake up turn 1 and then the next turn you use Sleep Talk and you wake up. It's really salty. It's happened to me before lots of times. Well, salty things always happen to me with Rest Sleep Talk. Anyway, so it's going to hit me with a Flash Cannon. It's still doing a lot of damage to me there. I mean, Absol isn't what you call the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world either. Alright, so going for the Dank Pulse there. I don't get the flinch. It's going to go for the Flash Cannon here. I think we've got a little bit of a higher damage roll there. I'm able to live on 2 health, which is really, really cool. Now I can go for the Dark Pulse there and take out the Magneton. So I take the early lead there, but I do, like a lot of my Pokemon have taken damage. Alright, this is where things start to get really salty. So we have Poochyena coming here. So I thought, oh, cool, I can go for the Razor Wind and go for just the Power Herb Razor Wind right off the bat there trying to take this thing out. Unfortunately, it's going to go for Protect, and since I have a Power Herb, it's going to activate right away, and it protected. So I actually burnt up my item. I'm so salty. If I actually didn't have that item right, I would have been able to take it out. Anyway, so it's going to have the Toxic Orb, which is going to give it Quick Feet, and it's going to get the boost for Facade, and that's going to take my Absol out. I go down to a Poochyena, so scratch that one off. I've always wanted that one to happen to me. Always wanted to get fainted by a Poochyena. So my salt levels are starting to rise. I got to get back into this game. So bringing Abra in here. So I thought this would be just a fully physical Poochyena there. It's going to go for Crunch on Absol, Abra. This alphabet names that they're really starting to get to me. So I'm going to go for the counter on this one, since I knew that it was a physical set, and that's going to take out the Poochyena. So I took out the Poochyena. Things are starting to look up, guys. I've taken out the big threats. Okay, so we have, not only do we have a Poochyena, we have a Mightyena too. So the Mightyena is back, people, and I'm not getting trolled by it this time. Going for the Dazzling Gleam, I did not want to get swept, and that's going to be enough to take it out. Mightyena's defenses are really rather bad there. Okay, so things are looking really good now. We have the Marowak coming here. So the best I could do, as I said, for turn 1 was Shadow Ball against this thing. So that's what I wanted to do. I knew that we'd be able to take it because, it's quite bulky itself, and it's going to be able to take me out just with the Flame Touch there, boosting its speed. Okay, so this was a little bit of a problem here. I had to think what to take this out with. I had one Pokemon being my Aerodactyl, which I thought would be good, but then I'm going to have to risk going for the Stone Edge there to take it out. But I didn't really have any options outside of that. It's not like I could swap in, a Bomber Snow to pick up the slack. All right, so going for the Stone Edge there, and it lands, thank God, and that's going to take out the Marowak there. So very happy about that one. Phew. Okay, so I got the Absol coming out here. There's Absols in every freaking battle, seriously. Okay, so I was wondering if this is going to be another special one, but it's going to be a Mega Absol. I never saw that one coming. So it's going to Mega Evolve there, and I wasn't sure if it was going to go for a Sucker Punch against me. A lot of the time it carries that. So here I went for the Curse because I thought that'd be a nice play there, and got around the Sucker Punch. I was like, sweet. So I'm going to be more bulky in defense there, and I'm going to have more attack too. So that really worked well against the Sucker Punch Pokemon and like physical priority moves that try and take Aerodactyl out. I mean, you can definitely run the Hone Claws. That's probably better most of the time, but I thought I'd like to run that one instead. Okay, so going for Aero Ace because I didn't want to miss with Stone Edge, as I thought that would definitely happen. Just missing the kill there. Absol's going to go for the knockoff. Since my item was already burned up, it's not going to do too much damage. Now the Absol is going to go for another Sucker Punch there. Doesn't quite take me out. So obviously they didn't have like Night Slash, so going for the Sucker Punch again could have been risky because I could have gone for another Curse there. So I see why they did that. Alright, so Mega Absol is down. Now we have Dragonite, so it can't be a good battle without facing a whacked out version of me. Anyway, so going for the Air Race there, just breaking that Scum Scale there. So it doesn't really do too much. So straight away I know this is going to be quite a bulky Dragonite. I didn't go for Stone Edge there once again because I didn't want to miss, but, I probably would have hit on that time. So Aerodactyl is down, and it's going to have leftovers as well. But I did have a little plan for this one. It was good. Okay, so I thought I could swap in a Bomber Snow here and I nearly said Absol again, and at least set up the Leech Seed to get rid of that leftovers recovery and get up the Snow Warning there too, just for a little bit of extra damage with the Hail. Unfortunately, I wasn't carrying any ice moves on this. As I said, it was just a very gimmick set, sort of just made for this team too. And I'm going to get taken out by the Outrage there. So my idea started to form in my head here. I was like, okay, so it's going to go for Outrage. That's cool. I've got a really good idea. So it's going to take a little bit of extra damage there from the Hail, but it's going to get most of it back there from the leftovers there anyway. Okay, so I know that it's probably a chance it's got Roost there too. Most of the bulky ones do. So I thought I could go for me first here, get the Outrage, and just dominate this Dragonite. Okay, so go for my me first here. Normalium Z on the Selgor, which is good. I was like, this is it. I've got this one so easy. This is going to be so funny. I go for the me first, but it doesn't work. They're going to go for the Confusion there, and they're going to go for Roost. I'm like, no, that completely spoiled my plans, unfortunately, there. So they're going to Roost off that massive damage they already took and get back to full health there. But the Multiscale is going to get broken by the Hail there anyway, and they're going to have the leftover recovery. So I was quite salty at this point too, so I thought, well, my only two options here to go for the U-turn, which is not going to do Monkeys, or go for the Final Gambit. So I was like, let's go for Final Gambit. I've taken a little bit of health. That should get pretty close, and, it doesn't kill. So my Selga goes down, like, fuck's sake. And the Dragonite is confused here, people. It hits itself with Confusion, and it's got just one health left. And guess what? The hail takes it out, and that is game. I hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. If you want to see this alphabet series again, please let me know in the comment section, people. Give it some support on that like button. Peace.